giving an inch as their honor demands. True and loyal sons, servants of his will. See them charge, see them fight and kill. Hold your ranks. Oh, Mordia, twin sons ablazing, raise your regiments, their strength amazing. For the Emperor, we march to battle. For the Imperium, hear the drums rattle. Holding the line, no matter the foe. Lascans blazing, going toe to toe. Bayonets thrusting, gouging and stabbing. Drums rattle, trumpets blow, the noise is maddening. Men of the Guard! Oh, Mordia, twin sons ablazing, raise your regiments, their strength amazing. For the Emperor, we march to battle. For the Imperium, hear the drums rattle. Men of Mordia, on to glory. Heroism and sacrifice fill your story. Faded blue ranks march ever onwards, pristine ranks of nobility and glory. Fill the ranks! Oh, Mordia, twin sons ablazing, raise your regiments, their strength amazing. For the Emperor, we march to battle. For the Imperium, hear the drums rattle. In the glorious telling of the Imperium's history, their contributions for the Emperor are no mystery. In every engagement, every battle dire, they never cease to fight. For victory they inspire.
All right. They are live. About my camera? No, looks alright. Just odd. Okay. So, apologize for not being on yesterday, but we had some guests over and want to take care of enjoying some time with people that are very dear to us. But we're back at it today. So now I started a little bit, some proof of concept. So I'm going to be working on the Knight Lancer, which is going to be one of my most, at the moment, it's the last knight I'm going to build for the Chaos Knights. It's also going to be the most custom knight I'm making for the Chaos Knights. And I got to get positioning on the base very uniquely because I was able to score off of eBay one of the a hand from an Imperial Knight because it's the left hand and the Knight Lancer has a right hand. So this way it'll have two hands And I'm going to take the lance and I'm going to be converting that into a giant chain axe to fit with Khorne and Chaos Knights. So I've got these ice effects that are going to be basically the goal is to have the chain axe coming down onto the ground and hitting these ice spikes and kind of like hitting it and causing the ice spikes to come up. So, as I'm going to tint them, if I use a red wash on it, which I will experiment with, a little bit of a red contrast paint should make these look pretty unique. I don't want the ones with the snowflakes. I could try one of these as I break it, which will work. But I'm going to hit it with a red. I can get those off. It's a very soft resin. I'm going to try tinting them red so it looks like basically blood spikes as it hit the ground. So, but before I get to that spot, I need to start assembling the knight, at least in the legs portion, so I can, I've got blue tack, so I can get the positioning correct. And we can go from there. Because if it's on the base like this, the axe is going to be up in the front. So I'm going to need him on the base facing this way, so the axe can be hitting the base here. It's the thought, at least. I'm hoping I'll have the room for that. If not, I'll have to pivot and figure out a different way of doing this. So that's where I'm going to start. The shield, I'm going to be running chains all down it, so it'll have a row of chains on the shield just because I think it'll look cool. Nothing more than that. But first time building a Lancer kit. I suppose it's one of the expert kits. We'll see how expert it is. I know I've built stuff more complex, but this one is pretty intense. Like, there's a lot on here that I wouldn't expect to be in some stuff like these leg pistons over here. You actually have, like, these are fully adjustable, so there's going to be a lot of room for activities. Anywho, starting off with A, we need a A1 and A6. There's 6. Yeah, it was. I got the executioners finished. They're right there on the turnstile, which I can angle that down a little bit. There you go. So those two are the most recent completed ones. They're all magnetized. This is the reason they're hanging out to that base so well. And they were at the store today. People liked them. So that's 6. A1. That's 3. Okay, so yeah, this is. I do find it interesting that I guess because this is an advanced kit, they don't tell you where to glue things. Looking all the other kits, they're always telling you, oh, you should put glue here, you should put glue there. This one, not so much. So. Hey, Nightshade. I'm doing alright. How about you? You're on nice and early. Hopefully, calm day. Yeah, I get blah. Oh, who won? I've paid zero attention. Spain. Nice. Good to hear. Alright, Demon Slayer. Jungle Orcs. I will be picking up some Jungle Orcs. Well, I'll be ordering the Jungle Orcs next week. Along with the Jungle Elves, because the kill team with the Exodites goes up next week. Okay, so let's see. Let's go. Okay. Okay. So it's like that. You could really kind of pop up again on Saturday's D&D games. That was fun. Nice. We had some folks over yesterday, so that's why we were not doing anything. I'm envious of you, Nightshade. I'm not cool enough to be in those games. You say it. Excuse me. No one knew. Nice. Big surprise. Are you the big bad guy, Nightshade? Because I could believe it. Oh, you should be. Not this time. Alright. Samurai Space Marines. I could dig that. Okay, so that's that side. I can dig some Samurai Space Marines. Next time you're there, I expect you to be the big bad guy, Nightshade, okay? I can believe it. Giving them that style of armor and everything. It'd be a very intense amount of modeling. Excuse me. Alright, so next is A5, which is this piece. The Samurai Space Marines does sound really cool. See, there it is, Nightshade. You're the big bad guy. That's the secret. You're an isekai elder god. See? Okay, Minerva agrees too, Nightshade. And 4. Okay, I'm to 4 now. Maybe it'll be a regular thing. It'll be a regular part of the group. It sounds pretty awesome, honestly. What you working on, Demon Slayer? What am I hoping for the first balance pass? Well, I'm hoping. One thing I'm absolutely hoping is that they clean up all the duplicates of gives stealth and benefit of cover. Because it's like there's a lot of units that have capabilities like that. For me, for the Chaos Knights, oof. AC is out. That's no fun. Hopefully it's a easy fix. Howdy, Sanders. Thank you for clanging it up. I hope your day is going smoothly. Lurk away. As far as my hopes for the balance pass, other than fixing all of the duplicate stuff, I think realistically some of the Chaos Knight stuff needs a little bit more tweaks on like the detachments. And things like there's just a lot. There's like maybe a points hit on some of their. Excuse me. But there's I'm not entirely sure what the Chaos Knights would need. Maybe points reduction or. But I don't want them to just make it so that everyone's taking the double Gatling gun, the spoilers again. So. Oh yeah, the weather's been impossible. That and the smog. So. Yeah, Nightshade, how's the smog been by you? Okay, this is 7. That's good. Wrong smog. Yeah, the AQI has been abysmally bad here. Also, to Demon Slayer. $280. Them's amateur numbers there, Demon Slayer. Though realistically, that is borderline hazardous. I think 300 is the hazardous level. And you should be careful in any outside things at that point. We were peaking at in the 600s here. And a little bit north of us was like 7s and change. Which is like smoking a pack of cigarettes by walking outside. So. Yeah, ours is never that bad, but because of the smoke from the fires, it was horrific. So, alright, so now this is supposed to goes there. But this is adjustable, so alright, so I really need to so okay, so we're going to take and there's these little like studs for guides that we're going to trim off so I can position the leg however I want. There you go. Yeah, these guys are. This knight is it's like this thing is really posable. It's like action figure level of posability on this thing. Preaching the holy world to Magna Baron. I am all for that. I love me to Magna Barons. I am all for their stuff. Thankfully, I didn't need to worry about it for the Knight Lancer. Because there is no weapon options for the Knight Lancer, so there's no reason to do it. I could, but alright, so if I leave it that way, then I can position this as I want. So now let me see. The creator code would be fun. I absolutely would support them, and I have through my own purchases. 8 and 9. But I don't think I'm big enough to get that. I mean, they sponsor, like major YouTube channels and stuff, so I am le small fry. I'm not as cool as Nightshade, so I don't think I would be eligible. Oh, and Demon Slayer, I did get kind of an answer for the Baneblade question. Guess I could, but the 'cause I was at my Warhammer store today, and I jokingly asked the manager, "Oh, okay." Someone was. We were talking about Baneblades and how they got removed from the web store. I'm losing my mind. Then I thought it might have been you. You were discussing it. But anyway, I was at the GW store today, and I was talking to the manager about, and I jokingly said, "Hey, should I buy a Baneblade?" Because he had two on the shelf. I'm like, "Should I buy one of those since they're being going away?" And he's like, "They're not gonna." We started talking. He's like, "Yeah, they're not gonna get rid of it." And he said that one of the ones he has there, he just got. Like it came in earlier this week, and he noticed changes in the packaging. The box is a little different, and it has some different wording on it. So he thinks that's what, there's something else, like why they can't get it listed on the store again. He's not sure, but he's like, it's absolutely not going away. It's the tank for the Imperial Guard. They're not going to get rid of the Baneblades. So it was nice to see because I'm like, I love the Baneblade. Is this what's going on with like the 20 colors? I don't know. Like the packaging said like it shows two models now because technically there's a commander that you can pull them out and make them separate. So a little bit of housekeeping real quick. If you want to follow along with my craziness, I post every day on Blue Sky. The post thing will come up here in a minute. And if you are a fan of a slice of life comic about an orc and his pet squig, heavily inspired by that dog there and her weirdness and her inability to be normal, you should check out Orc and Squig. It was written and drawn by my wifey dear, Minerva Fox Art. That's right. It's free to check it out on Patreon. Did you see that Nintendo denied multiple patents? Yes, I heard they're still desperately trying to pull Pupper, Night JDs to Pupper. They're still desperately trying to get rid of Pal World and not succeeding. So, this goes on. Is it on there? No. It goes on like that. That's what I'm doing wrong. Okay, that goes on there. This guy's a friggin'. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Sony right now, considering their whole let's get rid of discs. Nobody likes discs. Yeah, she is absolutely our child is very much enjoying Power World with friends. Okay, that's one leg. Mostly done. And I got it, so it's modular. Not modular, but posable. So I'm going to have to figure out how to get this. I might have to do it like this. Because I have limited space, so that's where it's going to get creative now. Excuse me. I'm not putting the armor plates on yet, because that waits. Yeah, I don't need these. These will make them taller, and I don't want to make them taller. This guy's already too tall. So, let me get a fresh bits cup. Knee pads. Do I want... What knee pads do I want? That one? That one. I'm going to go with that one. Same boat as the others, where I'm not going to be gluing the armor panels on until after it's painted, for ease of everything. So there. Alright, so to the other A piece. This one. I said do this 2 times, right? Does it say to do it 2 times? We lost the lights. Doesn't say about doing this twice. Okay, 2. Okay, because it's going to be different. I see now. So this is going to be 5 and 1. I'm going to put my mask on while taking the shooting outside. I can believe it. Okay. So that, I need a 1. I see why they did it that way then. Okay. That makes sense. The different pieces and how they fit. Okay. And then A2. 2. Right. Yes. Do. 2. Goodness. I did get a few bug bites. These didn't really show up until today. Whew, excuse me. Okay. Get this cleaned up. Get this leg cleaned up. Yeah, I'm hoping. So next week will be the Exodites, and then it should be the week after. Not next week, but the week after should be the orders for the Morga the Mighty Hun. This next week's going to be the kill teams. So I'll get in for a Morga the Mighty when we can. But I'm getting my getting the Space Elves and Dinosaurs. I'll be putting in the order for the Space Elves and Dinosaurs next week. And it'll be a bunch of Beast Snagga boys, which will go for the Orcs. Okay. Okay, 6 and 3 are next. 6. 6. Okay, and 3. Wonder, do you have... I've got an idea for how much bash in the kit we will do in this one. Pretty reasonable amount. We're definitely going to be kit bashing a bit on this one, because I've got to... This one's going to be the most posed. So there's a lot... I'm thinking of an alternative pose. Because I know what I want, but I don't know if I'll be able to do it with the space I have. Because I've only got the base, so I've got to keep him on the base. So the idea I have of it bringing the axe down might not work, just because it's going to be too long. Goodness. But I do have an idea for an alternative pose. So I want to see, and as I'm running it through my head, I might end up more and more thinking I might do that alternative pose, because I can guarantee it being fitting on the base. And that would be, instead of it... Is that out of glue? The itchy face. Oops. Hold on a sec. I'm distracting myself. But the other idea I'm thinking of is, instead of it bringing down the axe like it just chopped something apart, thinking if I have it slamming the axe vertically down.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues.
Howdy, Orc. And yes, that is true. My daughter complains frequently when she has to do the pacer tests, mainly because she doesn't like crazy hot weather. And howdy. All right, then I need 7. It did come across a little bit as a bot, but it was not. How are you today, Orc? Okay, then I need 8 and 9 as well. If anybody wants to follow along with the craziness outside of streaming, check me out on Blue Sky there. I post daily updates. You can see the progress that happens outside of this. Anyway, my thought is, if I can get this trimmed. If I can't make it, I'm almost thinking. So today I'm starting the process on my custom Knight Lancer, but he's going to look nothing like this. So he's not going to look anything like... I can do that in front of the face cam. He's not going to look anything like this because I am modifying it pretty heavily. So, because these are Chaos Knights. So, so right now I'm modifying the legs a little bit so that they're very posable. Because my plan initially is for it to be having a two-handed axe instead of that lance, and it's going to be bringing the axe down on the base. But I don't know if I'm going to have room for that, because I'm going to have this guy, he'd have to be all the way at the edge of the base to be bringing it down there. And I don't think with the hips it's going to be... So I probably need to have it here. Yeah, it's just not going to be enough room on the base. So my other thought at the moment is I'm going to be making the axe. So with the Chaos Knights, one of their melee weapons is not there. Not there. In here, maybe? Where did it go? It's gotta be this one. There it is. Okay, was that right there? So, Chaos Knights have this chain blade as one of their weapons they can use. So, it would be... Here it is on a normal knight. So, giant chain sword thing. Anyway, get your arm back. You go chill in the corner. So, this knight, the Knight Lancer, has a lance that it uses instead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the shaft of that lance, and I'm going to trim this down so that you have this blade right here. Like I've got one that's not fully assembled yet, but this is also a regular Knight one. This isn't the Chaos one, so it's less spiky. But I'll cut it down, so like this boxy bit on the back will be gone. But then here's the blade for the axe. I'm going to have two of these, so it'll look like a double-headed axe, like that, and then I'll have the shaft of the lance running up in between the length of these, so it could be like a double-bladed chain axe. So that is where I'm going to be. This is kit bashing in crazy ways. So at the moment, because I need to assemble a bit of this guy first so I can get the positioning for the base and the way the legs are going to be. I did that for the Knight Tyrant here. I assembled his legs and most of his waist kind of loosely so I could see how it would fit and how I could position them on the base before gluing it together. So this one, because I only have, this is the base they've got to be on, because these guys need to be board legal. I don't want them to be I want to be able to play them just like regular. So I need them on their normal base. I can't modify the base to be bigger. But if I have it swinging the axe, my initial plan was to have it bringing the axe down on the base. It's going to be too long, and it's not going to fit. So I'm thinking the other idea I had was for it to be kind of slamming the axe down and using slamming the axe down, and that way I could have it on the base, almost squatting as it's like slamming the axe down. Sorta, if you were to use bits, the ones you got to pay for, which I don't have, no one ever has to pay for anything, but that's why there's the poor man squig with channel points. If you use bits and click on where it says make Morgan Squigman talk, it should still work. It actually has the Morgan Freeman voice. So, hey, hun, can you check and make sure the link works? And clanging is clanging. But the Knight Lancer is one of the... Used to be a resin kit. It used to be a Forge World resin kit. So it's an expert kit, so the instruction's a little lacking in a few spots. And it's designed for... There's a lot more complex on the build for this. So... Like, this is way more complex than any of the other Knights as far as build. It can lance. It lances really strong in game. Except I don't have data sheets for it because it doesn't have data sheets. It has not that way. If I were to go to Cast Knights, Armor, Data Sheets, Lancer, Melee Weapons. The Cerridus Shock Lance, okay, has 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, Strength 20.
Rated your channel with 4 viewers.
Howdy, CDs. Strength 20, AP -3, and damage 8 for each. Howdy, CDs. Thank you for the raid, and welcome to working on a Knight Lancer and making it very not Lancer. It's going to be a Knight Axer, is what I'm calling it now. How be ye, CDZs? Night Chopper. There you go. Oh, man, that would make a good Gargant. Do like an orky, like orcs took. Oh, man. If I were to do a Gargant or a Stampa, I could have a Knight and then just like orcs coming out of the Knight and put like a giant chop on it. It's bad ideas. I am going to be working on an orc army, but... That's down the line a ways. Just get done painting a Ursa. Still got shading tape. I think it's looking good. Nice. Get to the choppers. Get to the chopper. It's not a tumor. Cogfort. I have thought about Cogforts because they are very universal. So the Cogfort is tempting. I have to see what kind of base Estampa has. See, now if I'm going to be doing an Orc Cogfort, though, I'd want to make it a food truck. I don't know why. That's just what pops in my head. If I'm going to be like, you know, an Orc Cogfort, I want it to be a food truck. I don't know. Just you have like orcs just doing, you know, waiting in line, looking at the menu, things like that all over. I don't know. Barbecue, probably. Or you could have like, you could make it like something completely ridiculous, like it's a quinoa food truck. Something like a very anti-orc food truck. A kimchi food truck with like different kimchis. Be the most anti-food orc food truck you can make it. Just to have the humor and the juxtaposition of it all. Kim Squig food truck. Dropped you. You want me to drop? Or you're dropping pics in Discord. All right. I see posts. Survey says. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, I think some shading would absolutely set it off. Looks really good, though. I do have a Discord. That one. I do have a Discord. It's not very active. It's a small one. It's just mostly for posting pictures and like the Minerva's comic art and things. You know, because that way. It's like weird. Once you're in, you have to wait a little bit and we'll get you access. We have a little bit of a security thing. So we prevent spammers and scammers and weird bots like appearing on wife's stream last time. You know, I am not the most active on it as though I should, because it's our Discord. No, there's more than one channel. As I said, you just gotta wait a little bit. Once you're in, it might be after the stream, depending on wife's availability. And then we'll get you access to the rest. We have it set up in a way that there's like the a channel to screen out scammers and stuff. See, there you go. Stampa is framed, but most people use a 160 or 240. This is 190 oval? I can't remember what size the Knight base technically is. I think this is a 190 oval. Don't I have a ruler? I have a ruler. Whoop! No. $165. 65 by 90? Oh, 110. Alrighty, so here's the legs. They're flappy. Flappy, 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 flappy. Look, it's running. Whee! Okay. Playing too much with the silly things. I'm running this. If you're going to post pictures of your stuff, mini-wise, there's the Warhammer chat, I believe is the name of the channel. Or the producers on stream, something like that. Or miscellaneous pics. TPS stream, aka Warhammer chat, or miss pics. Either one. You ain't got time today. Alright. I'm hurt, orcs. Post it when you get a chance. I ain't stressing. Alright, so got the knee pad in. Oh, I need to clean that up. If I don't clean up before, I'll forget, and then I'll find that later. Got Squigoramas. Ooh. Shatner is debuting his metal band. Is it called the Metal Hips? I don't know how the hell he's still alive, but power to him. Okay, so now we are to... I need sprue 3. Sprue 3? That's the shield. Your D. Not that one. Where's this? There it is. Okay, this is B. Doesn't. Okay. Oh, step 3. Be using B1, B2. Okay. On to this one now. We got lots of bits here, so. I need B1 and B2. That's 1. Yep. B1. Automata gets offended by a lot of stuff. Get some sleep, work. Thank you for stopping by. Automata gets offended by everything Demon Slayer. It's kind of crazy. I have it set on the slightly more aggressive settings because I can't trust people, myself included. Hey, Scarecrows.
Father.
All right. There's like bits. Okay, so anyway, let's see here. How you doing, Scarecrows? Lulacam button. She is. She only has 3 legs. Where did one of the legs go? She has her 4 legs, but it's hidden. I stay awake for over 10 hours every day. Usually more like 15. I mean, I like sleep too. You get your second set of 5 Terminators made, and the base painted. Nice. Oh, stream for like 10 hours. That I cannot because I got work tomorrow. Unfortunately, the streaming is not my career. If streaming were my career, then yes, I would absolutely stream for 10 hours with a break in between. But good night. Unfortunately, I still have a day job that pays for the bills. The day job that pays for me to buy the silly plastic toys. Oh, I see. It's like missing the piece in the bottom. Something is funny. What is funny? It is night for us. It is 8 o'clock in the evening. Most of the stream was 24 hours. Did a few times streaming 24 hours racing and iRacing. Yeah, see, I can't do that. I'm too old. Body will shut down. It's 4 a.m. for you. You should get some rest then. That is frighteningly late. Okay, so. And you are a stronger person than I, then, Orcs. And yeah, I'm right there, Demon Slayer. I'd like to be. I could do that. Nope, 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 nope. My body says, "Yeah, fuck you. You ain't doing this." Okay, so this is the hip joint. These legs, and it's interesting because they have these, you can position them in two different ways, but I am not going to be doing that. I'm going to be cleaning these pegs off. See, I like it when they do this on the model. So, like, these leg pieces aren't supposed to be flappy. They have a spot that secures them in a specific position, but you can easily trim that off. And they make it so you can't even see that you trimmed it off. So it's still completely, it looks like it's meant to be so you can put it in any position. Same thing here with these, on this waist piece. So you've got these pins here and the little spots there so that the legs can be in one of two different positions, depending on what you want. But you could easily trim these off, and then you have it in, you can position the legs however you want. So I can almost have this thing like squatted down like that. I might actually do. I think that might be slick. Like, it's okay. I'm starting to really. Well, think about that one, hon. Like, if I have it down like this, squatted down with the axe, with both hands on the axe. Okay, so I think I'm actually going to do that instead because I think that'll fit better. I know it'll fit on the base. So anyway, let's keep going on the construction portion. I'm changing the positioning because I think I find a better way to make it. Yep. Looking at the way you can position the legs, it's like, oh, I can do this and make it fit in a better way and on the base proper. So 3. Because I know what I wanted to do, but it wasn't going to fit on the base that the knight comes on. So I had to find a way to make it work. And it could work out too, because if I have the Knight Lancer be the warlord for the army, because it has the 4-up invul, which is solid. She does like art and stuff, considering she's an artiste. Smacking the microphone. She is one of them artsy peoples that does stuff with arts. All right, something you'll have to show me after stream, huh? Okay. Grimdark in miniature art. Okay. Thank you for letting us, giving us the heads up there, Demon Slayer. I absolutely would like that. You gonna see if they take submissions, huh? Alrighty. That's exactly what we want to see. Thank you, Demon Slayer. Alright. Oh, they focus on miniatures. Okay. Alright, then I will, I'll take the camera off of its little, thingy here holding the camera and, get some proper pictures done. I could do some really nice shots of the, I could bring that to the store and get some, like, nice shots of the, Chaos Knights in action. Yeah, this is like really, so 4 and 5. So if I'm looking at it, okay, so there's, no, that way. So 4 and 5. Whoop, upside down. 4. Where's 4? There's 4. Okay. Can write an article about myself. All right. People write autobiographies all the time. I can feel the AQI going down. So on the floor next to me, I put down my drink refill. Though I wasn't looking, so I just reached down, and I'm like, oh, here's a bottle, because I grabbed it by the cap. This would not make a good drink. The cap's almost the same size. We're going to put this one back down there. And we're going to stick to drinking the actual drink. That's about the same color, honestly. I make an interesting Twitch summary. Idiot streamer drinks glue on stream. Gets confused. Complains about constipation issues. That's not a bad idea. I'm thirsty. Chug, chug, chug. I've seen someone do that with like a mayonnaise bottle. Just a mayonnaise bottle, like fill it with milk. And if I do the syrup, I could just be, like the Super Chirpers. Drinking the maple syrup. petroleum distillates. Just don't do it with antifreeze. GW is a tutorial for mini photographers? Huh? Man. Is it really that? No, there's glue in there. It's just being feisty. Oh, I bet that needs to get pulled out a little bit more. I'll take a look at the tutorial, see if I can learn it. See if I can learn anything from it. Barely any side effects, he says. How many arms do you have? Just because you want to be an Adeptus Mechanicus doesn't mean you should start drinking the motor oil. In 2018. I mean, I can't say, I have absolutely had motor oil in my mouth and other things. See, I'm actually the other way, Demon Slayer, because I know that the antifreeze is the one that stops your heart. Brake fluid is just going to clean everything out. Boys are going to clean you out. Clean you out, clean your colon out, clean the floor out. It shoots through schools. It is so nice and sweet. Necropsy. Did not know that. I don't think I've consumed brake fluid. Antifreeze can stop your heart. That's part of the reason why you need to dispose of it properly, is that it's very sweet smelling. So animals will be like, oh, this smells delicious, and then drink it and die. And that's why they actually have pet-friendly antifreeze. Or it's slightly less toxic. I mean, slightly. I'm sure this stuff ain't. What's wrong with a little necropsy? Necropsy. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. Just because you're going to poop out, part of your bowels. Literally, they've died and they come out of you. So like so this is since the Lancer is technically an expert kit, it used to be in the Forge World thing. There's so many little pieces that are just extra. That are just like, this could be done so much simpler than it is. Like this whole bit here, the fact that, okay, I've got this waist thing. For the other knights, it is literally just the 2 pieces. And then you put these little side caps on. So you're a total of 4 pieces for the waist joint. Here it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is 2 more extra pieces for the waist joints than is needed. It's like, this is... I get it's the expert kit, but... does it need to be this complex? Is that what makes it experty? So... I don't know. So, okay. And then B7 is the top portion. The only one I know that has a sweet thing is antifreeze. I have not tasted it, nor would I want to, but it has a very sweet smell. Yeah, see, I got this is so... they just really want to make this more complex than it needs to be. That's the one. I know I've tasted, not intentionally, when you're working on cars or machines or... I mean, I've had things, you spray something and it's right back at you. Like, I've cleaned out a carburetor, and I was cleaning out a carburetor. I didn't know one of the channels was blocked. So when I sprayed the carb cleaner in, it just shot it right back at my face. So, like, that happens all the time. You don't intentionally, but it happens. I've had gasoline splash in my face. There you go. Come on, glue. There we go. Okay, so put that on here. Boop. Yep. I mean, I know I've been ingested and inhaled enough talcum powder to kill people. I'm working on the minis. like the okay the. Damn, I could literally pose each toe of this guy's feet. That is nuts. It's all right. There's the way this kit, maybe that's why it's the expert kit, is so ridiculously posable. Alright, so I'm going to trim these pegs off. Oh, yeah, pretty much feet picks. Scarecrows, I'm building a Knight Lancer, is the kit. Technically, it's the only Horus Heresy model I have. The Knight Lancer kit. So this is what it looks like normally. I am going to be modifying it to crazy degrees. So it has this giant shock lance here. That is 5 attacks that in the strike version of it, you know, not the swing. If you're doing the strike profile, it's the aggressive. He's got the 4-pin vol and the damage 8 weapon. So, you know, and that Knight player needs to hold it back a little bit. I mean, it is the aggressive Knight. It is one of the fastest moving. I think its move is 12 or 14. Or, excuse me, button. Oh, God, I missed. Movement 14. So it moves 14. It has Lance on the Lance. Go figure. So it's 5 attacks, hitting you on 2s. It's going to be wounding on 2s. AP -3 and damage 8 for each. And it's the only Knight that has a true 4-pin vol on all attacks. So, because he has the giant shield. Since it's over 10... That does work. They are, yes, technically they are very, very old, but they could be kept up. And if he's doing Imperial, if he's doing Chaos, then they could have just been in the warp. It's alright, so... No, you're correct. They're from the Horus Heresy, so they were in the 30K. Honestly, all the Knights are potentially that old. Like all the Imperial Knights and everything.
Horror Loving followed your channel.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Horror Loving. And back, D&D ended early. Welcome back, Sanders. I'm currently working on the pose. He might. It's alright, so I could have it squatting down. And then with the arms, that's what I want to do. So it's going to be on the base. Bjorn won't die until after he's told Leman Russ off. He is going to walk up to Leman Russ, slap him upside the head, and say, "You motherfucker left me here to deal with this shit. You couldn't come back earlier." No. He's going to tell him off. And then he'll be like, "I'm going to die now. I'm done." Exactly. So anyway, of course my hand's in the way, because... So the Night Lancer is tall. It's one of the tallest ones normally. The Cerasus Knights. So it'll be... Let me grab this from this side so we can play with it. So you can see it. Okay, so... Normally it's like this. And I'm thinking I'm going to have it... Since I've got these legs... I'm going to do it down like it's... kind of doing a squat here. And then I'll have the arms in front of it, slamming the axe straight down. That's what I'm going to do. And that way it'll fit on the base. It won't overshadow the Tyrant. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I've got the positioning now. Okay, so now we get to... So I've got the idea for how I want this to be positioned-wise. More of the idea is done. Please link it up, hon, when you have it posted somewhere. Okay, so I'm going to do... Okay, so now I'm going to do the back of the base. I do the back of the base and the cork. I might need another piece back there. Nope. Dig down. Hold on a sec. I gotta get down here. Ah! Clanging. Thank you, Scarecrows, for clanging. Almost like we gotta dig out some cork. Chunk of cork. Alrighty. There we go. That'll work. So I'm going to take this. Yeah, it is a deep cut on that one. Okay, so we'll do that as a base. And then I'm going to have it... Okay, I'll need to... Okay, like that. Alright, glue. Clamps. Lots of clamps. Yep. The computer does cover both stations now. Did you get your Pilar Glacier? Anybody saw Blight? Good, good, good. I know that stuff works well, I just not used it. Come on. There we go. Now this can go sit. Sit down here on the floor for a moment. Okay. Alright, so that's working. I'll be building up. I know a lot of people that use it. A lot of people that like it. It's a personal preference thing. Sprue Goo is another good one. I hope I got enough green stuff for this project. Should. Okay, so now before I glue the legs into position on this, I'm going to build the feet. Not there. Nope, not there. A. I gotta find A. Nope, that's not A. That is B. So that means these are A's. Okay, I see the feet. We're doing feet picks now. We're working on the feety picks. So I need 13 and 14. There's 14. Need to give its feet gnarly toe or something needs to be cut off. I guess. There's 13. Okay, 15 is the front and 16 on the rounds. Okay. I think I used all my... Nope. Okay, I don't have that. I used them both. There's one there, one here. Okay. But I am... So I think I'll be able to angle the toes differently. Well, yeah. Everything is listening to you. Everything's listening. Everything is plotting to sell you more shit. It's all about selling us crap we don't need. Anyway, so I'm looking at the feet here. It's little footsies. It looks like I can position each toe separately. So I'm going to have it, because I love just being nutty. You don't want it to. But I will, since I could put it in, position the foot. Man, that really is ridiculously posable. Okay, there's one that's definitely different. Since I can position each toe independently, I'm going to put a, like I've got an old Deathwing Knight shield. I have the shield on the ground and the foot's like stepping on it. I wonder if I get something else I can use too. I wonder if you know what, I have arms too. Okay, that's the same. Do I have an arm that'll work? Or I do just have the, I do have this Dark Angels standard. That might actually be kind of cool, crueler. I think that's actually what I'm going to do. Instead of the Deathwing shield, I've got this banner from the standard from a Dark Angels. Have it on the ground and stepping on it. That's what I'm going to do.
Jade DM subscribed to your channel for 1 month.
Howdy, Jay. Thank you for the sub. How you doing, sir? I heard you had a special guest. Or do I want to use a wing? No, I don't want to use the Tyrant Wings. I want to use these for something else. I could do Tyrant Claws, though. Ow. Twitch Twins? Hi, Jay. Not a Space Wolf shield, Deathwing Knight. Squish all the good guys. I could do...
Jade DM subscribed to your channel for 18 months.
What? Why did it give me 2 pop-ups? Oh, because that's the script rules. Very cool. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. 18 months Irish Twins. Okay. I could do a Tyranid leg. I don't want to use the wings because I got plans for those wings. So, could do a Tyranid leg. I got. Do I have Eldari body maybe? Do I have an Eldar? No, that'd be too squished up. I could do. Oh, 1 for sub, 1 for anniversary. Thank you. So I'm going to do the Dark Angels banner. So, okay, so let's think. What are people thinking? I could do the Dark Angels banner topper. Or I could do this Tyranid limb. I don't have any Emperor's Children. Demon Slayer votes for Tyranids. You vote for Dark Angels. So, alright. Well, as we figure that out, we'll work with the limb here. So now I'll start getting the toes out. Around here. Okay, here we go. 15. That thing's huge. This guy's foot is monstrous. Okay. Dark Angel banner then. So we're at 2 for the Dark Angel banner. Anybody else? No, you want to do a poll? Okay. So I would say Dark Angel banner or Tyrannid bit. Tyrannid limb. I'm working on assembling the foot. Woman, chill. You're going to get us on a list of random shit coming through your site. So the options are Dark Angel banner or Tyrannid piece. Yeah, I could totally position this. Like, this is nuts. Yeah, that's fair, sure. Apparently, Jay. I don't know what's going on. I don't have a Baneblade barrel, Demon Slayer. I mean, I want a Baneblade. I'll buy one eventually. Poll is up. Okay. Y'all can vote on what it's going to squish while I work on assembling the rest of the parts of the foot. Wifey absolutely wants to do a poll, so... If anyone else is watching and you're not in chat, you can jump on in and hit the poll button if you want to determine what this knight is going to be stepping on under the foot. Is your choice of either the Dark Angel's banner topper or a Tyrannid limb piece bit something. So... Ba-dum-bumps. Firefly reference. We are absolutely going for the deep cuts. So please vote on what the knight's going to be stepping on. I don't know what they're going to do with the when they bring the show back. I mean, that was the whole point, is they did that. I thought about that, but Scarecrow's it's not going to be a spear. I'm going to be kit bashing this guy to be having a giant chain axe. And it's going to be driving the chain axe down into the ground in front of it because I can't do the other way I wanted to do this with a swing. So, this should be reaching down, grabbing the base. The reason I can't do the chain axes, or the way I initially wanted to do it, is just too long. This knight is big, and I have to fit it on this base, so... And then do I want to... Okay, so... You go back up there. So... I almost kind of want to build it up a little bit on one side, and then the other foot's going to be stepping down. So we're going to need more cork pieces. $11 votes for... That's actually a really good turnout if 11 people voted. Oh. Well, that's a little odd, but sure. Uh-oh. There's something going on with the poll here that I don't know of that is making my wife cackle madly. I'm sure everyone could hear that through the microphone. Oh, okay. So... Oh, one of those situations. All right. Thank you for spending all your points, Scarecrows. All right, so I'm building up this side of the base a little bit more. That is it. Ah!
Death to the foul warriors of chaos.
I'm working on things. All right. Set you down here for a moment, so you're out of the way. All right. So the options are, well, the poll's still going. I have no idea what's going on now. I'm lost, and I'm the one in the stream. So this is the Dark Angels banner topper. And this is the Tyrannid limb. That would be. So this is the two things. How long did you set the poll for, hon? So these are the two options. I'm holding this because it's in pieces at the moment. These are your two options for voting. 10 minutes. Okay. Oh, I see. It's counting. Okay, there's like a little slider on my screen, so it's going down. I thought it was going up. Okay. So. I need this.
Lord_Sisyphus followed your channel.
Lord Sisyphus. Hot diggity. Thank you for the follow. I'm newer as the year into the fandom. What is Dark Angels? Dark Angels are Dark Angels are a chapter of Space Marines. So I am working on. There's all the different Space Marines. You have all the different chapters of Space Marines, like Ultramarines, Space Wolves, Dark Angels, Blood Angels, Black Templars, Imperial Fists, Crimson Fists. We can keep going here. Just a version of the Marines. So what I am working on now is a Imperial Knight, but the Chaos version. This is all the Chaos stuffs. This is a Chaos Knight. Specifically using a VR Space Wolf unit. Okay. So yeah. Thank you. That's up on the rotisserie there are the two I just finished. And right now I'm working on another one I modify my stuff a little bit much. I go a little extreme with them. So at the moment I'm working on this Knight Lancer who's very, very posable. And I'm trying to position it in a way because he is incredibly posable. So I'm working on currently getting its legs and positioning in a way that I want it. So I'm doing some planning and Come on, it's going to be leaning over, slamming the axe down. And the pole came up because the feet on this thing are very, very posable. Like, I can position the toes. So I'm going to have this big front toe for it. I'm going to have it stepping on something. It's going to be stepping on a Dark Angel piece in the pole, which is this Dark Angel bandit. Dark Angel's Battle Chopper from their chapter, or a piece of a Tyranid limb. There is a Sonic versus Godzilla crossover. Or not versus, but just Sonic x Godzilla. So, my wife is very happy about the poll. All right, so Lord Sisyphus, I'm guessing since you're doing the VR Space Wolf thing, do you like the, Oh, really? Alright. So it's my choice, I guess? If it turned out to be... Good lord, 7,800 channel points. That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot of channel points there. So I guess I got to decide. All right. All right, so we push down a little bit on that, push down that, just firm this up so. Open the clamps back. So anyway, Lord Sisyphus, you're newer to the hobby. Let's see here. If you're a fan of the Dark Angel, or Space Wolves, sorry. Scarecrow's here is building a Space Wolf army. Alright, Scarecrow, since the wife decided to mess with everybody, I will use creator privilege to say, what did you vote for? She absolutely did cackle. My good microphone tends to pick that up. She chose the banners, put the points in the Tyranid to negate mine. You voted for banner. Okay. Well, if you voted for banner, then I'll do the banner topper. Okay, so here's the Dark Angel's banner toppers. I threw it. So, this is the banner topper. So I'm going to have it. She can, I can't. Ooh, this one's gonna be. Hold on a sec. I just realized something. Okay, I'll still be able to pin it. I just saw that. I'm like, am I actually gonna be able to pin this down? I will be able to. Alright, so then. So if I do it. Yeah, they've been trying to buy. They tried to buy eBay a few times now. It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. Alright, so this... Okay, so... Alright, so now if I plug that in there, now will I still be able to pin though? It's going to make it a little harder to pin. I have to trim it out. Okay. Sorry, I'm muttering. I need to... trim that here. Trim that back. And then that will allow me to pin it. Okay. So I'm working on the feet now. My wife can stop yelling for feet pics. I'm going to glue the foot together. So I got to trim these down first because they have little pegs. They're supposed to make the
foul warriors of chaos.
Trying. So I have to trim all these toes. Have this little peg here on the back. I have to trim it down a little bit because all my guys, I use brass tube to attach them to the base. So that way they're secure. Like these big guys here, they're, well, he's odd. But like this one here is secured to the base by tubing. That's the way to, it's called pinning it down. It makes it. Nightshade is awesome.
Niteshade is awesome.
And there's your Lulacam. She's in full shrimp mode. Anyway, so I need to trim these pegs out a little bit because these little pegs will stop me from pinning it down. And that is a hard pass. I cannot have it not be pinned because then it won't be secure on the base. And since these bases are heavy, because they have a resin in them, I gotta do that. So I'm gluing toes in now. Except that's not the one I want. So we'll put that here. Hi, Jersey. Okay. I'm going to put this banner right here so it's kind of up in the front. So the foot's going to go right there. Okay, so that's, I can't really move it at the moment. Going to bed before I go to work in the morning. Stream stupid hot heat tomorrow all day. Well, get some rest, Sandras. Thank you for stopping by. I always appreciate you being here and making the panties drop. With a clang. Yeah, today was mildish. Alright, so that's that foot. I will. Okay, so it's going to be, I can't really move it at the moment because I need this toe to dry, excuse me, in its current position. I'm going to put a dab of glue on the sides here to kind of hold it. This is absolutely not holding in there. Okay, so that's going to sit. Stop sticking in my hand. Okay, it's going to sit like that. Yeesh. That is brutal, Sanders. Well, take care of yourself. Okay, so now it's... Okay, so now that's going to sit there and hold up. So new kid's best friend took his fox bite to the track. First row pulled to 12.4 mid-second gear. Oof. "12.4 is fucking fast for missing a gear." Alright, so that's going to be there. Okay, so now there's... I gotta let that... I hear noises in the kitchen. Oh, I gotta build... Okay, so we can build the second foot. Alright. Alright. Queso and chips. Queso and chips. That does sound good. Alright. Take a quick moment for medicine. Alright. We're on to that foot dry up. Debating if I should yeah, the old Fox Bodies would have had a 5.0 stock, but it's different than the Coyote by far. It's older 5.0. And for it to be running 12s, I guess it's got a little extra. I mean, they are really light. That's probably part of the reason people use them. They're very light. Okay, now I gotta figure out, I think I'm gonna mount the banner to the base. I have to figure that one out. Do I mount the banner to the base, or do I Or do I put the banner mounted to the foot? That's the tough question now. Oof. Okay, cutting up the other toes out for the other foot. It's a car thing, hun. Coyote is the project name for the 5-liter V8s in current Ford. I don't think. Well, maybe they have an actual coyote. I would not advise it. It's the reason we're not getting chickens. We got coyotes out here. Well, one of the many reasons we're not getting chickens. I used to think of coyotes. They're neat, but they can be terrifying. Like late night. Like if you're up in the mountains of California, which I've been many times, late night, and you'll hear the coyotes doing that yippee sound thing, and it's eerie and terrifying. And we do need the coyotes to come eat the bunnies. The weird yelpy, yipping thing that coyotes do. It need to be a big snack. We're trying not to have invasive species if we can. Trying. We just need the hawks out here to get to eating. Problem is there's just too many bunnies. Something did eat one of the bunnies next to the house. Because there's left over the remnants of a bunny. I don't know what ate it, but something ate it. It got it. There's living up in the mountains of California, you like the San Gabriel Mountains, it'd be late at night, it'd be quiet, and you'd hear the so we've had some hawks around here. We have some hawks. I haven't seen them too much lately, but I just realized I glued that. That might not be a good spot for it. I could put that foot right there. That might work actually really well. Now I'm looking at it. Okay, so if I do it like that. Those are very positionable. Okay, so Okay, so let's also need to trim these down as well. Oh, good jersey. Gluing these ones on, just gotta trim them down. Goes in the green belt behind the house, across the street. Here's when we're done with the cat out. Yep. I appreciate you not doing that, Jay. Okay, we're gluing the. Come on. Come on. Not out of glue yet. A little bit left in here. I have not played it, but I've heard decent stuff. Nightshade, like it would. Supposedly, it's simple fun, which is great. Then I haven't really played much of any video games lately, so. Pretty much my free time is spent doing this. Okay, there. Okay. So for my wife, here's the foot. Here's a foot pick. And this is the one that'll be stepping on the Dark Angel banner. So. Okay, so my wife got her satisfied foot pick. So, and that's going to be stepping on the Dark Angel banner. I have, ages ago, I'm terrified of Nightshade's Steam stats. I am absolutely terrified of Nightshade's Steam stats. Go for it, Nightshade. Shock us. Alright, so I'm thinking. That's fair. Now, I gotta glue it down now, realistically. I gotta glue this down here. No, they were not. When I played Eve, it was its own, it had its own launcher. Okay, so then it'll be like that. Yeah. So I gotta glue I'm gluing the banner down now because it needed to be firm on the cork because then I gotta hit it with the Elmer's glue. So here's the other foot. Just going to go over this little guy right here. Okay, so now that I've got the 2 feet, okay, so now that I've got so I'm going to want it down like that. Okay, that's... trying to think. I gotta focus for a moment because I need to see the positioning. Do it like this, and then the arms, torso. Okay. Alrighty, so now comes a bit of a challenge. Because of how flexible everything is. It's all good, Demon Slayer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the glue in... Is that not firm? That should not be... It's still a little loose there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I've got the feet in the positions I want. So I'm going to put glue on the hip joints and the ankle joints, get it into the spot where I want it, and hold it there. I'm also put a little then, so I'll be able to hold it in place to kind of set the hips and stuff. And that's what I did with the Tyrant over here, because his legs and everything were a challenge, but this is how I did it for him, is I basically held the legs in the position while they set. So that's what I'm going to do here. So I just don't like how that toe is not. So anyway, so let's so we put a bead of the cement. Put a bit in the hip joint. A bit in that hip joint. Okay. Then set this back a little bit so folks can see what I'm doing. I'm going to squish that in there, squish that in there. I'm going to manage to screw that up right there. There we go. Grab the feet. And we're just going to sit here for a moment. Just going to sit here for a moment. Do, 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 do. Welcome to Streamer Hold Stuff in Place. Dear la 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 la. Okay, now we're in pretty decent position. So I'll be able to position this now how I want. Foot is moving a little bit. Damn. A jig for the Thursday stream. I am the jig. I am. Dip. Okay. Glue. Alright. Hang out there for a moment. Alright. I have not been following I have not been following the dramas. I am woefully out of touch with sports and things anymore. I mean, the stuff I used to love. Yeah, man. Why is this stuff not wanting to pour right now? Need you to work, please. Glue. Did you choose this moment to run out? Nope, there's still glue in there. There we go. Just a bit. Just enough on the back there to hold it. Just a bit. Come on, glue. There we go. I think it's because this is almost empty in this one. Just a little bit to kind of get it flowing again. Okay. Alright, so now we'll sit here and hold this for a moment. But that's pretty much the positioning for the... Nope. Still got to... It's not firm enough yet. Still got to support it. Whew. All right. This part's always a pain in the butt. And despite my efforts, I think this thing's still going to be as tall as the Tyrant. As I'm looking at the Tyrant there, and this waist is... Even with the leg extensions and the waist extension on the Tyrant, I mean, I know that the Cerastus chassis Knights are tall. They're still going to be taller than him. Excuse me. I'll hit the button in a moment. I don't want... I mean, it's going to be taller, but I'm already having enough issues. I still need to go pick up another case because I'm already having enough issues with fitting them in the case because they're too tall. So I was hoping to have it, not be really taller than the Tyrant is. The Tyrant's about as tall as I want. I'm trying to see if I have anything I can use to prop this up with, but I don't think I do. I think it's just my hand is the only thing I got to hold this. I need to do what Jay's doing to make it jig. Oh. My soldering. We're pretty close to that, Demon Slayer. There we go. Okay, made a temporary jig. It's being held up here. So, I have these, you can kind of see one right here. I've got these big plastic mini cases with the metal trays. And at the moment, with the Tyrant having this tall banner on him, him in there makes me have to have the second tray high enough that I can't really put much on top. Because it's too damn tall. So, it's working. It's holding them up. It's just got to hold it till it sets a little bit. Yeah, like it's still wiggling a bit on the joint, which... So, this is where we're at. And I'm not too worried about the fact that it's going to be kind of front heavy with the axe, because I'm going to be putting the shield on its back, which it isn't. The shield's normally on the arm. We're going to have the shield in the back. A footprint for the Tyrant and not your... I might have... It's pretty much going to be the Tyrant, the Lancer, and one other big knight in one case. And then the other two big knights and the war dogs will have to travel in a second case, maybe a third. But like today, I was able to bring... I have 8 war dogs. I was able to bring the 8 war dogs and the 4 current big knights in the 2 cases, but there really wasn't room for anything else. So, the Lancer being tall, like I think if I were to do the 5 big knight army, which is a version I've built in the list, has 5 big knights. I might have to have 3. Oh, I realized what it was, Demon Slayer. Thank you for telling me, confirming that. The face camera is an Elgato face camera. and it has their camera management, the camera hub software. And in Streamlabs, my source was set to the camera, not the virtual camera from the software. So that was causing a resource conflict, because it was trying to pull from the camera and then pull from the software. So now I've set it to run just through the virtual camera and the software, and solved it all. So okay, that's just, I'm going to just kind of just chill over there for a bit. So it's separate than that. Okay. All right. Yeah, it was just a resource conflict thingy. I knew it was something stupid and simple. I'm like, it's something I'm doing, so got it fixed. But thank you for checking. All right, so let's work a little bit. We're not going to work on that portion yet, because I need the legs to be dry before I start doing that. So for the leg armor, we are absolutely going to be using the leg armor that has the Eye of Horus on it. Quite possibly, yes. This is the Traitor Legion leg armor. They ditched the cool spiny thing and put on the Eye of Chaos. Or Eye of Horus. So we will get these out and put them in the tray here too. Okay, get this one. He even says loyalist traitor. I am building the Traitor Legions. So I got to do the... Alright. Got those. And he does have a crotch piece. B. B? You B? You are B. All these knights have crotch armors. Because, you know, even the knights got to protect the bits. So let's get this out. I gotta do my videos. Oh man. You over there. Now we're gonna build the torso portion, which will be creative. Uh-oh. Chain X, called the Chain X command. She just wants to do the painting, Demon Slayer. What the Chain X command is, don't you? The painting and the playing. That's fair. Move the shield. Move that over. Almost dropped my knife on my foot. Alright, so I need... Why is there an exclamation point next to it? Like, is this exclamation, like on the instructions, there's just a... So that's what I love sometimes with DW's instructions. Okay, I'm working on step 9A. B11, exclamation point. What does the exclamation point mean? Is it excited to see me? Does it want special attention? Nobody fucking knows. Let's put a footnote and forget to put the footnote. Thanks, GW. Apparently, like, you know what? I developed this piece. I fucking love it. Someone is super fucking proud that they did part B11. Or maybe some like weird ass in joke that no one is going to get. Patrick and SpongeBob. You know what's funnier than 23? 24. Okay, so anyway. 11, I need 12. 12. B12. Vitamin B12. They want you to do the B11 factory time. Apparently. That worked, scarecrows. What the fuck is B12? It's 23. There we are. 12. 12, smack the microphone. Okay, here's the kniffle. Oh, that reminds me, I got multiple meetings tomorrow. What's the cable? Alright, so... Clip is taking its sweet time to render. Maybe it doesn't want to render. Maybe the clip of number B11 is too powerful. B11's power should not be clipped. It cannot be contained. Alright, so this is going here. Negative. Okay. Yes, we are absolutely making lore now behind B11. 14 and 13. Is this supposed to have a hole in it? Huh. I got a manufacturing defect. I've never seen that before. Well, that's a new one. So I've got... There's these two pieces on the bottom here. There's not supposed to be a hole there. You can see in the back where on the mirror piece of it, you can see the little guy right here. It looks like a peg. But here there's a hole. So yeah, huh. I have not seen that before. That's a new fuck up. I've had plenty of pieces with defects with my on my Hobgrots for the Chaos Dwarves. There were lots of defects. And when I was talking to the manager, he felt that something was rushed on that sprue. It was the first time I've seen it where it just didn't fill in the middle like that. The way these plastic injection molding, I know, that's what throws me off. Like, it's a... As you can see, I mean, how it's off-center there. And the way a plastic injection mold is, you've got these pieces here. These are the vents. These are like where the plastic is pushed in under pressure in to fill this mold completely. So it's almost like, I wonder if it's so weird. Like, it's clean. I can see a small mold line. You know what? It's not a perfect circle looking at it. It's got a little... I want to focus. It's a little egg-shaped. Right there. See how it has a little bit of an egg shape to it? That was an air bubble. There was a small air bubble trapped in there. That is crazy. I've never seen that. And I've built a lot of fucking models. Oh well. I mean, when I do the green stuff for the bloodletters, the demons coming out of the top, I'll just take a little bit of that and plug it. But I've never seen that type of defect before. How many celibate models? I think they're all celibate, honestly. I don't think many of my models mate. At least if they're doing it, I ain't seen it. I mean, it's their choice. If they want to be celibate, that's sure. Oh, I made a lot of fucking models. Okay, I get it. Jay, that went 6 years over my head. I did say that, thank you. And yeah, you're giving me far too much intellectual credit to get the joke. You know, so if you go to certain conventions, you can absolutely get those models. Alright, so how the fuck how's this going here now? Is it down? Okay. Like this is overly complex. It would be cheaper, honestly. If these things bred, man. That'd be kind of worried though if it was like, Tyranids. I thought I only had 20 Hormigons. Why is there 50? Be like an ant infestation.
Ironclad Flint rated your channel with 3 viewers.
Oh, there, Ironclad Flint. Thank you for the raid. You got like 20 minutes until I gotta cut it off for the night. Howdy, howdy. Welcome to me working on a very custom Knight Lancer, or Chaos Knight Lancer. There we go. Thank you for the raid. I very much appreciate that. Just got done with the Crusade game with a friend. Nice. And we're talking about celibate knights. Managed to squeak out a win. Losing all your boy. All right, so are you firm now? Do we? Talking about celibate nights, making sure that this. There we go. All right, so you're gonna lurk. You have to get some pizza. Absolutely, I will. More than happy to lurk for pizza. Well, especially if it's celibate, then it might be firm. Poor thing doesn't know what's going on. Alright, so we got the legs. They're pretty solid. That's where you should be. That's a little wobbly. So, it's solid on the one side. So we're going to let that just have a little support there. It's leaning the other way now. So what we do is we grab another drawer full of bits, park it in front, grab another tweezer, we make this jig work. Alright, so the pipe goes back in the pipe supply spot. Scoot this back here, scoot that over there, scoot this all the way back, and wedge it between the two. There you go. So that's going to sit over there and be held in place while I work on this portion. Alright, so what the hell? 9A, 9B, okay. So now I need to go to B15, which is this is this bit here. This is the waist where it joins on, where this piece joins to the chest, that bit there, the hips. It's all in the hips. It's all in the hips. All in the hips. The hips don't lie. These hips don't lie. 16 is the front. These hips don't lie, baby. World Cup had a halftime show. Nice. Did I tell... Hey, hun, do you remember... Was it last stream I talked about the weird AI, or was that just at work? And I don't think I talked about it on stream yet. Do you remember if I talked about the weird AI thing on stream, or was... I don't think I did. The weird AI was at the fire pit? Okay. So, since the Demon Slayer will enjoy this and the talk nerdy to me thing. So, one of my friends, Eli, who's See You at the Ravine on Twitch if he's on. Sometimes he likes to lurk. He sent Minerva and I a video of this dad from our generation who has a teenage daughter, probably the same age as the teenage daughter I have upstairs. And she was telling her dad about this new musician she found on Spotify called Weird AI. And they did like a parody song of some old Michael Jackson stuff. And the dad kept asking questions to the kid. No, Weird AI? That's what it is. It's Weird AI. And the kid put on Fat. And she's laughing a little bit. And the dad is enjoying the fact that she didn't realize or even know of who that was. And admittedly, it's kind of a state of how it is today because she looked at it and thought it said Weird AI because that's probably more in her vocabulary natural than Weird Al. This spawned conversations at work about this. And there was much discussion going on about Weird AI. And it became extra painful when we had many coworkers who, my work is a bit of a mix where we've got folks that are my age or ish around that field. And then we've got some of our folks that are fresh out of college and they had no idea who Weird Al was. It made a lot of us hurt and feel old, and I felt like I need a walker. Oh, that I can believe. You shut your mouth, Demon Slayer. I don't need reminders. You can hear my bones grinding. That's other issues, but... I think because our kid is a bit of a gamer, she's thankfully capable of, she understands the mouse and stuff and how to use it. Never owned a computer. I can believe it. That's good. I think I heard that one too, Demon Slayer. See, it's funny because we have a little bit of an opposite at where I work because the hardware isn't chosen. We don't get to choose our hardware. It's what the city provides for us. And everything we have is a touchscreen, even if you don't want it. So it'll be like, I'll sit there and I'll be doing my stuff, and people are like, oh, and they'll touch. I'm like, don't do it. It's a fucking touchscreen. I hate the fact that we have all these touchscreens. Okay, 18 and 17. 18 goes that side, okay. No, it does not need to be touchscreen. Sounds like you should put the a sticker, new voice activated. Scream, print for me, oh, beautiful master. I am forever your slave to print out your documents. Exactly. Yeah, it's there's no need for it to be a touchscreen. I'm still sure why we have touchscreens, but they give us like 2 extra monitors. You're like, what? Yeah, torso on this thing is tall, masters. Print for me, Daddy. That's what it needs to say. That's all right, Nightshade. Since you have access to stickers on your when you're finally on your way out, print out some stickers and put them on all the printers saying voice activated copies. Please speak, print for me, Daddy. Just watch the chaos. Kind of want to try that at my work now. I know I've got coworkers. Yeah, but the possibility of like a city official walking in and seeing that, it's just like, I don't want to lose my job. Absolutely. All right, Nightshade, here's another one for you. Just put on there 4 copies, scream a woo. You heard the lag from when I said it to when the wife laughed. But it would be so much fun. I agree with it. That works too. This kit is ridiculously overly complex. So anyway, here's the body. This is the torso, which is way taller than any of them. Like, it is a solid chunk taller torso-wise. Yeah, he's gonna be taller than the Tyrant. Absolutely. Why is that so complex? Okay. That's more firm. All right. We can release the jig. Put the bins back. So, all right. Now, I'm going to I'm not going to start on, so like, this is where this thing is, there's so many bits on this kit that are just overly complex for no good reason. I honestly can't see why this, so there's like this exhaust box here on the back, and instead of it just being one piece, it's four separate pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 5 pieces to get put on to cover up this little window back here. So, and then the actual exhaust stacks, which were literally one piece on this guy and like 2 pieces on the other, they're 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces each. So there's just like so many overly complex bits in this thing. It's like, why is it that way? And there's all these extra bits up here. Anyway, so what we got done, we did the base, planned out, did the custom positioning for the legs. And it's kind of hunched a bit because I want this one to be, it's going to be kind of hunched over. Or I might position the torso a little bit. I'll play with the torso positioning. But the arms are going to be slamming an axe down into this front portion of the base. And I'm going to use these ice crystal bits to be where the axe is getting, like, splashing into the water. The shield, which normally goes on the arm, is going to go on the back. Just so it's like carrying its shield in the back. And then I've got to, I don't think I'll be gluing the chains on the shield on stream just because that's going to take, it's fantastically boring. As I did a couple of them, or measuring out lengths of chain and attaching it to go across. So I'll do that off stream. But I made some good progress into this guy. He's very fiddly. And I don't have all the pieces for the axe yet. Because unfortunately the guy who has the extra bits for the axe forgot to bring him today. Which I might poke him on Wednesday? Because I do have the shaft and I have everything else for it. But I might bug him. He'll be back on Thursday, actually. So I might poke him on Thursday. Maybe I swing by after work and grab the pieces so I could keep chugging away on this. Because I'm going to do a lot of work on... This is going to take me forever, getting this chain on here. So I'll probably work on that a bit. But with that, thank you everybody for sitting and hanging and chatting, and all the new followers and the raids. Be back on tomorrow, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central. If anyone's looking for a fun slice of life comic about an orc and his pet Squig, Squig based on that, the hell sleeping position is that? That dog and her inability to be normal, please check out Orc and Squig by my wife. I'm on most Saturdays and Sunday Mondays from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central. And with that, I will catch you all tomorrow. Good night, everybody.